Okay, before we do presentations, you have your midterms this week. Does anyone have any questions about midterms before we start? No? Everybody's good?
Yes.
Selena?
No.
The Ottoman Empire is the rise of what great religion? Islam. Very good. Okay. So today we're going to have 4 presentations about religion, right? Religion's been in our history book from the very beginning. Why is religion so important in history? Yes? It changes the world, right? Religion changes where people live, how they live, what they eat, what they do, where they go, right? Even today, right? People are fighting and dying for religion today, okay? All over the world. Okay, so that's why we're talking about religion today, trying to understand what people believe and why they believe, okay? So, Mr. Coy, your team is first, and you're going to talk to us about Buddhism. Okay, very good. Mr. Coy.
Hello everybody. Our group is group 4, and today our group presentation about Buddhism, and our remember hát Chồng Nguyễn Minh Thôi, Phạm Phương Tài, Nguyễn Vũ Văn Linh, and Phạm Minh Trung.
First, we will talk about something in Buddha, and second, we will identify from. Third, we will talk about the custom, ritual, tradition, and where do they live. About Buddha. Buddha believed in cause and effect rules. If that like you do something in a good way in the first life, you will be a human again in the second life. Cause and effect rules will good or bad if you live good or bad. Each person do their own life and see themselves. This is
now we talk something about Buddha. Buddha is a religion reversed in traditional. They believe that Dharma is not like in Vietnamese. He was born in 624 BCE and son of King Wasu and Queen Maya. While living in princely life, God still recognizes the suffering of the people. He wants to find a way to find the root of cause of suffering and then help to eradicate suffering, liberation from poverty, suffering people. Governing ideology of Buddhism, which has good direction with the knowledge to build a better life in peace and happiness in presence. Unlike some of the world great religion, Buddhism advocates no organized work system and hierarchy. This is a picture. Now this is set up.
However, with the with time due to depth thinking skill and compassion, bring good not to commit his mind live and well between a social injustice and a suffering world. One day, the prince went to work for the first time in my in life, in contact with the dark and scary through bring turn happiness. Elderly person, a sick person or cold, and finally a monk with excellent faith, trees, and display different on the road. Castle and palace not longer situated or the dream again. Please, lay love being immersed in an even more suffering and free, or direct the determination find a way to help all people.
Quyết cô nói ý là thầy nói là quyết là nhanh lên không gian hết hỏi ông. The four noble truths of Buddhism is number one is life is full of suffering, and number two is suffering happens when people want things they should not have. Number three is to be free from suffering. You must free yourself from wanting and desires. Number four is to be free. You must live perfect, live full of charity and without hunting any living animal.
This is a picture of traditional Buddha. On they will eat vegetarian and they will eat vegetarian is a kind of meat that don't have meat. And when they will use this one to not and people must wear clothes like that. This is a picture of the festival of the festival.
All right, very good job. Anyone have any questions? Any questions about Buddhism?
Good morning, everyone. Today we go to Buddhism. Thank you, Mr. Casey. Members in activity means first we will introduction something about Islam. Islam is the modernity of religion that belongs to Abraham. Its second largest religion in the world after Christianity. There are 1.15 67 million of the faithful, about 23% population in the world. Also, about 13 of Muslims live in Indonesia, the largest Muslim majority country, 25% in South Asia, 20% in Middle East, and 15% in Sub-Saharan Africa. The idea comes from the learning of Muhammad and also comes from his study. Although introductions is the only worship or level of Islamic
And Quran lists 10 things. 1. Worship only Allah. 2. Glory and honor our parents. 3. Respect rights of the others. 4. Please give alms to the poor quietly. 5. Prohibit murder except in special cases. Prohibit adultery. Please support and protect orphans. Treat everyone fairly. Be poor in sentiment and spirit. Be humble.
Now we will talk about some laws of Islam. First is in Ramadan month, the Muslims only eat when sun sets. Before it, they just drink water. Second, they don't eat pork because they think that pig is very dirty and it's a bit third, pilgrims to Mecca. This is Mecca. And fourth, women wear makeup when they go out because they cannot let anyone see their chest. But more is only men can go to school and temple. Muslims have to wash their hands face before praying. They pray 5 times a day. When they pray, they have to read or whisper these sentences when they are praying. There are no gods beside Allah and Muhammad. Is Allah angel. Some Muslims do charity for poor people on the last days of the Ramadan month. Muslims usually pray at Mecca temple. Each of them has a quest that pray at Mecca one time in their life. If they complete that quest, they can be called as Hajj or Haji.
Okay, does anyone have questions about Islam? Yes?
What is adultery?
What is adultery? So one of the 10 laws of Islam is it says prohibit adultery, do not commit adultery. So adultery is sleeping with someone who is not your husband or wife. Adultery is sleeping with someone who is not your husband or wife. So once you are married, you must be faithful. You have to be faithful. Or you have broken the laws of Islam. Yes?
Modest.
Any other questions? Yes?
People in sentiment and speak.
Sentiment is what you think. What you think and how you act. What you think and how you act. So you should not be thinking about how delicious pig is. Okay, that's not good, right? You can't eat pig, so don't think about how delicious pig is. You To be pure in sentiment and spirit. Don't think about cake. Not delicious, right? Yes?
I feel one more thing of Islam.
Okay.
When they die, chôn nghĩa là gì Thi? Để anh tôi bury to the hướng Tây. Hướng về phía Mecca, west to the west.
Oh, yeah. They should be facing Mecca.
When they die.
Just like when we pray, they showed us pictures of Mecca. Every time they pray, 5 times a day, they must face Mecca. Remember we talked about washing their hands, wash their face, is their ritual. Okay, and then they kneel down and they face Mecca. It's the same when they die. When they die, they should be facing Mecca. Okay. Wherever they are in the world, they should be facing Mecca. There you go!
Hello everybody, this is three. The topic is Hindu religion. Teacher is Mr. Casey. Group members is me. They have improved Three
Okay. Good morning everyone and welcome to our presentation about Hinduism. Hinduism is known as one of the most ancient religions in our time, and it is even older than Buddhism. However, the worshipper, or known as the Hindus, are not as much as many as the worshippers of other religions, which even the amount of anti-theisms are people who does not convert to any faith, or even larger than a billion. However, Hinduism does have a point in a large history that makes it stand out in the world of religions. The religions are mainly occupied in India, but however, they are worshipped from all over the world, including New York and many other cities in South Africa, North Africa, like Mexico and Brazil. Also, the religion is most famous for its sheer number of gods that is seen on our slideshow, and its large amount of worships, and especially we will come to a different later, you would be surprised. Now the first thing, the religions have many daily rituals. We will only set a few, which including a vast majority of Hindus in religious ritual on a very daily basis, every time in the day, almost every time. And it's the most important is the worshipping at dawn. After the bathing, they believe that the bathing at dawn will clean off the darkness of the night, and they must worship that at the family shrines with food offerings and a light lamppost early. And including in that, in the different time of the day, they also recite from religious script, which is mainly the Vedas, the longest, the most important, and the holy book of this religion. The Vedas is known to have another sub-part that have over 9,000 words, which is the sheer number, and that makes it on top the crossboard of different religions and holy books. Now, the next is the singing devotional hymns, which is also special, along with many special musicians, and what they call in a special language that I can't really pronounce. But the musicians will play a special music while the family members do the hymns, and the women of the family do the special dancing only available to this religion. Along with that, also having meditation, changing mantras, and reciting scripture. But also, what is important, considered important, is the purifications. The purification is you after the god of water, that the water is only to clean off your darkness before you worship any god. So that's why all the Hindus religious art acts presuppose some degrees of impurity before their action, which means that you have to wash your hands and wash your face with water, just like Islam. But your mind have to be clarity, which is transcendent in thought. And the Hindus have a strong belief in sacrifications and being married which will gather through charity and good works that will eventually accumulate and affect your next life, reduce your suffering. The next word about the next word, the Hindus believe in life cycle that exists on 3 different realms, which is the realm of physical, which is our world, the realm of transcendence, and which they call astral, is the realm of the God, and the realm between is the realm of cause, which is what may happen in both the 2 worlds, which many cycles repeated over and over from life to preservation and to death. There have many life-related cycles, including anarration, which is a baby's first intake of solid food, Upanayana, the sacred dread ceremony connecting 2 people, the Shraddha, which is a ritual of treating people to a meal in return for prayers to God that give peace to the soul of the family deceased, and the wedding date and time based on astronomy. This also happens in Vietnam. And then they believe in the fire of purification, so that they use cremation, which is they wrap corpse and burn it. Now, the Hindus have a large amount of festivals, which 45 major festivals, including festival of each god, and the festival of light, which is separated from all over the world, including New York, where parades and sometimes fireworks occur in this Diwali, which is a festival of light, worshipping the goddess of birth and love. Along with that 45 major festival is a sheer number of gods, with over 33 million gods, each with their own festival that's separated at different regions of the country of India. Now, the most important difference to the other religions of India is the 9 basic Hindu beliefs. The first one is the reverence for our revealed scriptures, which is the belief in the divinity of the Vedas, I have already mentioned, and the primordial hymns, the starting hymns that depicts God's words. The next one is the all-pervasive divinity. It's belief in a one and all supreme being. That is, God that consists of every deity in the entire religions. The third one is the 3 words and the cycle of creation. I have already mentioned the word of physical, astral, and causal, and the endless cycles of death, creation, and preservation. The next one is the very unique that also belongs to this is the law of karma and dharma. Karma is the sum of a person's actions in the last life who decided their fate and destiny in the next life, which dharma is the righteous living that we expect to be better life. The next one is also part of this is the reincarnations and liberations. Liberations mean freedom, which is that they believe every single soul when die will continue to live in the next cycles, but only to be free from this endless cycles is to be liberated from doing good deeds. And they believe that not a single soul will suffer eternal cycles. The next one is the temples in the inner world. The temples are used as a means of communication between different realms and different gods, and they believe that ritual and sacraments that occur at the temples are holy and you must worship it. And the next one is a little bit hard to understand. That is only affect Sadguru, which are the spiritual awakened master, the one that will go through yoga to transcend mind, and they need to know transcended absolute, personal discipline, good conduct, purification is that the belief of life as a journey or journey to the holy place, self-inquiry and meditations. The next one is easy to understand, which is compassion and no injuries. They believe that every single life is holy, is love, is must to be loved and revered, which is the practice, the art called ahimsa, non-injury. And the last one is the most major difference between especially Islam and Christianity, which is the genuine respect for other faiths.
They believe that every single religion should be deserved tolerance and to be respected, and you should understand the other religions. That every Hindus, if any Hindus cross another religions, they will be expelled from the religions. And that is all the basic rituals, basic beliefs, and basic festival and gods of the Hindus. Now Phương will introduce you to a little bit to the food offerings and some the gods.
For Hindus, they do not allow to eat house because in the night house or they want if they eat house, they will have a big punish from the husband of Hindus. In Hindus, if a woman marries their husband, they do not allow to love another guy because if they love another guy, they will be killed.
This is pictures of the major gods, and they are called the extreme deity of what they call the holiest, which include the three in the middle are Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva. They are the three gods that represent Brahma creations. Vishnu is destructions, and Shiva is destruction, and Vishnu is preservations. The gods accompany with their wife, which each goddess represented love, wealth, fortunes, and calm. And the other gods, which each present different elements in different aspects of life, and they are part of karma, transcendence, mind, heresy, and many more. However, all these gods are worshipped in different festivals, but we do know that the Ganesha is a major god that people in India worship that bring fortune to good people. With the number of 33 billion gods, which many of them are different reincarnation of the three basic gods and the deity. We cannot name you all of them, but if you are interested, we can show you some web page that will list the name of the gods and what their special abilities or what they are good at. Now, and also after the god introduction, we also come to an end of our presentations. And very thanks you all for your attention.
Good morning, everyone. Today, our group is Quốc, and now we introduce you about handling the teachers with the teaching. Our group members are the Lê Thành Công, Nguyễn Hoa, Nguyễn Ngọc Bế Thủy, Thành Đón Ngọc và Christianity meaning the animals one is religion takes on the life and oral teaching of Jesus of Nazareth after the New Testament. Christianity is the world's largest religion group out to over 4 billion known as Christians. Now this part. Jesus is the Son of God, fully divine and fully human, and the Savior of humanity, whose coming was professed in the Old Testament. Consequently, refer to Jesus as Christ or the Messiah. only God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit is one of things on simple such as this word in which according to the simply passage of thing and person, such as long as the rules in which are also close angels and with the of this this is and the water because we have picture and we write something, so I just tell you something more about Catholic. That you know that Catholic is from the nature that God makes everything like the world and the universe in the same day, and He gives the humans live in a place very happy, and then they listen to the snake, so they make the God sad and encourage them. So those women have to live in our world like today and have to work and have many disease like a disaster. They have to live they have to work and live actually. And about Catholics, many people write about it, and many famous people follow this religion, like Vatican, and there are also a battle on the heaven two sides is evil and nice, and the angel follow the God and the devil follow Satan, also follow Lucifer, and he's really evil. On top of that, the number of people on the good side is more than the evil side. But we don't know the result of the battle. And when people follow this religion, they mustn't promise with God, like I promise that I will do that for you, God will promise me. Don't do that because that is and you mustn't talk bad about God, and you have to go to a church each Sunday of the week. If you don't go, it's a very big sin. Somehow people follow this religion. They study at the church about rule and about the history of this religion. And some people believe too much, so some presidents, religions are good person that. And this Catholic have many God. The Son of God is Jesus, and He's come to this world to save us from sins, and He sacrificed for us. Some people think that is not a real story because no one knows that. The Bible, right, the Bible, or just the Bible. Anyway, Catholic is the religion that you follow. I follow His religion, and there's a rule that's hard to follow. And there's many festivals that are this religion, like Christmas is made as is the day that God came back to His life. Many people celebrate this